collegiate. Hey, all you sports fans out there in the track and field tubosphere. Welcome to One Man Sports Rant Gen 3.0. I am your host, Will, the alternative ESPN Sports Thrill. We're talking NCAA championships, the final collegiate event of the year for the school year. I probably graduated today, so this was all going on over the weekend in beautiful Eugene, Oregon. Alright, so you see from our Pi Kappa Alpha House Sweethearts, U of U chapter Alpha Tau give you props. Although they look more like Tri-Lab, Lambda, 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 but there is no Tri-Lab at the U of U. We're highlighting the beauty of the African American woman because they won all the events except for the one event that we covered, both men and women's, was a gal from Colorado making Colorado look good. Thank you. This football sort of like it's back on the channel. We covered that a little bit ago. College Football Live. News about Colorado football. We hid all the gear away. You know, we played a little Colorado here at the OMSR, but haven't been able to bleed it in a while. Anywho, so it's like that. The African American women kicked butt. A couple key signature events in particular. Alright, so just so you know, we have to do a show, especially with regard to the NCAA. They've become fanatical. This was so much easier 3 years ago. So there has to be an amalgamation, minimal use, derivatives, and no money exchange in hands. It's all covered in what's called Fair Use Standard, the DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act. And I've been preaching this since Gen 1. It's all y'all out there, and still, and here we are in Gen 3.0. 3 years later, this will be our third go-around with college football coming up this September. Fourth go-around with college basketball. So, yeah, we know what we're talking about. It's not my first choice to have to do this for you, but please save the comments for the actual sport event we're able to bring in. It's way better than 30 seconds. On that note, this show is copyright the OMSR. Brief video highlights courtesy to the NCAA and all the respective universities taking part in the outdoor track and field championships. The OMSR does not own these video highlights, does own all the other original content. The overall concept herein, thereof, therefore, most rights reserved. I'm out of paper props, and I got no other props. Well, we got the track and field. Got my Adidas football cleats. It covers field. Alright. So I broke this down into 7 parts, but there's 2 to 3 events, sometimes only 1. But you'll know based on the title where you're at, you know, because of the aforementioned DMCA, we have to do it like this. So I'm doing a show where the NCAA can't go crying to their mother about, yeah, he's taking stuff away from us, you know. Suddenly they care about this event. They would flag it. But, so at the qualifying rounds for the schools to get to this point, no. There's no NCAA in sight. Good ship Sports Clip Lollipop has sailed on YouTube, and in its place is anchored the ship of hypocrisy. Now, I say that somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. You see, from our oracle to the sports god, Kid Puck, he's 23 and 4. I'm not sure when I'm going to have time to ask him a question, because this is, again, this is the baseline show. If you want to come back and see the other events, it's mostly track, no field, I do believe. A lot of cool first going on, especially on the women's side. Worth watching. So, yeah, get the show, highlights after, closing musical intro. Alright, thanks for watching. No silly DUIs while you're out there celebrating the finals. Everything else, got my tracking gear going on. Later days and more signature plates.
Webb in 6, Isaiah Young in 3. A good position for Young to draw of Mellon.
Webb in great position here, Dwight.
Webb running very well out of 6th, and there goes Isaiah Young. But here comes Bryshon now. He just doesn't have it today. It's going to be Isaiah Young. It's going to be Ameer Webb. Ameer Webb closing hard like he did at the NCAA Indoor Championships to win. Is a very important victory for the Aggies.
20.10 seconds to win just over the allowable limit of 2 meters. That's what you can have, 4.47 miles per hour. The wind is about 6 miles an hour. Nonetheless, that under all conditions is the second fastest time in the world right now. 20 flat with an allowable wind. You're looking at Bryshon, and Dellum just tried, after running 19.99 seconds with a favorable tailwind, doesn't get out ahead, and the Olympic experience and talent of Young in front of him, and the power and strength of Webb get first and second in that race.
So 10 important points for Texas A&M. First Aggie win since Floyd Hurd back in 1986. Ameer Webb wins it with 20.10 wind.
You know, she's really just cruising here. Quigley at the moment is running faster in second place, making up a little ground. I'm not saying she's going to win, but it's going to be interesting to hear her comments to the press later today. Colburn's here. I thought she would have a bigger lead. Quigley's got something left, but no way is she going to catch her unless she has a problem at this hurdle. But Colburn negotiates it very smoothly.
Quigley is going to run a big lifetime best, but Colburn is going for the win. She's outside the record, but she does win and defend her title. And Colleen Quigley running a personal best of about 10 seconds. Amber Henry of Weber State in third. So that turns out being a really, really good race for the sophomore from Florida State in second place, with Emma Colburn all by herself. The final race.
All right, Colorado. That's such bad football luck over the years. You see that back up on channel as well.
Colburn has done it, and she will soon be running as a professional, maybe trying to make that world championship team later this summer.